3. However, when he came into being, he was born with a few birth defects. You see, he had many birth defects because his parents, well, came from a long line of family members that liked each other too much. So, when he was born, they dubbed him as a ugly king, and his most standing feature was his Hasper's jaw, which was a large lower jaw which was protruding. So do you guys know Family Guy?
Yes.
Quagmire?
Quagmire, yes.
Real life Quagmire.
Giggity.
Yeah. yeah, giggity. Yes, Quagmire. However, even though he basically was married twice in his life, he did not actually produce any heirs to the throne. So it came into fruition when he died in the 1700s that he left behind a successor in his will.
Oh.
And that successor is Prince Philip V, who is now to be crowned the King of Spain. However, this was a controversial move. You see, Prince Philip V was actually the grandson of the King of France.
Oh gosh.
So this meant that Spain and France now had blood relations, and it was very easy for them to come together and combine, which would mean they would turn into a new world superpower.
Ooh.
And when Britain had found this out, Britain was not too pleased. And so the War of Spanish Succession started in 1701, right? Now, during this original war, there was a bit of a miscalculation because Britain did not have enough men to fight in the war. So they sent out these things called the Letter of Marque. And all the Letter of Marque was basically a fancy recruitment letter. You, random citizen who has a nice boat, arm it with cannons, and then you can plummet and plunder the enemies as long as you'd like. We will not persecute you, and you can keep all the riches that you gained from that, right?
Oh gosh.
So basically, they were legal pirates, aka the official name for these people were called privateers.
Right.
Yes. So privateers, they had a nice run for about 13 years until another miscalculation was found. You see, war is expensive, and so these countries found themselves on the edge of bankruptcy. Now, to recoup some of their losses, they had to think quick, and they thought quick in the form of the Treaty of Utrecht. Now, the treaty basically was this: Spain, France, pinky promise me that you won't get together. And this war will be over. And it worked. They signed off on the treaty, and everybody went around their merry ways to recoup from their losses. However, this left behind our privateers, now turned pirates. You see, because of all the, well, plumage and plunder.
Free reign.
Yeah. Where they were originally stationed in Port Royal, Jamaica, piracy was now illegal, and it was also punishable by hanging. So they had to think quick, and they had to get out of there and find a new home. And that's when a hero comes along by the name of Benjamin Hornigold. No, he was not a stripper. That was his real legit name.
Hornigold, eh? Cool.
Benjamin Hornigold. So Sir Hornigold decided that he would land here in Nassau, bringing over originally only 100 people.
Ooh.
However, within 1 year, 100 people turned to over 2,000.
Yikes.
Now, do you guys want to guess how that happened? Guess away. There's no such thing as a wrong answer except for the wrong answer.
I'm trying to think.
So, would you like me to repeat the question?
Yes.
What do you think made piracy jump from 100 people here in Nassau, Bahamas to 2,000 in 1 year?
A brothel?
1, a brothel. 2, madam?
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
That's fine. So a brothel, and I would say the unknown.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you wouldn't believe the answer. The real answer to this question is coming up on the next episode. In the meantime, I would love to tell you guys a little bit more about the cool stuff that surrounds along this island. First thing first, in Sandals, are they filled with lots of cats like everybody says?
Yeah.
Yes.
They said there's only 2 things they allow in Sandals, couples and cats.
Well,
There are a lot of cats.
I've counted 3 at least.
Yeah, they say the story goes that they got overrun during the pandemic, but Sandals never kicked them off. They just kind of kept them around.
Oh, really?
So they're like in a symbiosis. The guests love them.
There's even one on
people love them.
their private island.
Yeah, one.
Yeah.
Only one single one.
That I can
and
see.
He's really chunky.
No, I didn't.
No, not chunky.
He's not?
No.
So they fibbed. I like chunky
I don't get it,
chunkies.
but how did he get on the island? It's like, huh?
Some dude.
A stowaway.
He probably caught on, or somebody like liked him so much they brought
They
him.
must have done, yeah.
Yeah, and then they were like, oh, he kind of just doesn't want to go.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And it's just him. He's not gonna like reproduce.
That's it. Yeah.
But now, as we pass along, guys, I know you guys are staying at the Sandals, which is pretty cool. But we're actually going to be passing the second most grossing hotel here in the Bahamas. It's like in direct competition with the Atlantis. Now,
Ooh.
have you guys ever heard of the Atlantis?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, the aquarium, the whole shebang. So everybody knows how cool the Atlantis is.
Yes.
They even got a special suite that they made for Michael Jackson. AKA
Ooh.
the MJ suite is what the locals call it. Going for $25,000 a night, 4 nights minimum. So that's not my pocket change, but it's somebody else's pocket
That's
change.
it.
And I am a pirate, so I can resolve that. However, straight ahead, you will see these huge buildings. This is actually a part of the Bahamar. Now, the Bahamar is actually consists of 3 major hotels. The first 2 that we're seeing are the SLS and the Grand Hyatt. And you see that blue structure?
Yes.
That's actually a water park.
Ah.
Their newest improvement.
Ooh.
But there is also the 3rd hotel, which is the Rosewood. Now, each of these hotels give you a different vacation vibe. Right?
Oh, okay.
So, firstly, the SLS. That's that pink one that we're passing with
Yep.
the wavy top. That is what we call the party hotel. It's got the clubs, it's got the bars, it's got the lounges. Most of the kids go to it. And of course, it's the closest one to the water park.
Ah.
Then, secondly, you have the Grand Hyatt. The Grand Hyatt is the family hotel. So it's got like fun activities like cooking classes, art
Ooh.
classes. You got like little kid spots like arcades, and also you even have places in which they like kid adventures, you know?
Oh, yeah.
They'll take in your kid, chaperone them for the day, let you do your thing, right? Then we have the Rosewood. The Rosewood is what I like to call, I call it the retirement home. Like that's where you go when you have nothing to do but spend. Like, all the Platinum American Expresses go there. Like no one is allowed unless they're booked into the Rosewood.
Okay.
Super exclusive, super quiet.
Ooh.
That's the main thing. But yeah, the Bahamar is my personal favorite hotel, more than the Atlantis. Not because of the drive. It's because of the drive, but but you know, I also really love the restaurants that they have here. They have some gorgeous restaurants, and mainly they do like Asian cuisines. So
Nice.
you know, fresh fish in sushi.
Ooh.
You get a nice snapper, or even better yet, you get like a nice little conch sashimi. Gosh, delicious stuff. So these shells are the ones you're talking about?
Yes, the pink ones, yeah.
Yes. So those are the queen conch. Now, you said you guys already had conch, right?
I've tried it. Yep.
And you haven't tried it as yet, madam?
No.
That's like you haven't been here. You haven't been here unless you try it. So which way did you try it? In which form did you have conch?
It was in a fritter.
Oh, conch fritters.
Yes.
That's our second most popular way to have it. The number 1 way, however, is in the conch salad.
Okay.
Yeah. So the conch salad is basically like a ceviche. So you have delicious, beautifully freshly caught conch. Then you dice it up with some onions, some bell peppers, some tomatoes. You put some lime juice, some orange juice. Then you put some sea salt specifically. It has to be sea salt.
Oh, yes. Enhance
And
those
then-
flavors.
Yeah. I feel like sea salt tastes different from regular salt.
Yes.
It
Oh,
definitely
completely.
does.
Yes.
And then you also add in just a smidgen of pepper, depending on your liking, but you know, I'm no wuss. if my food isn't hurting, I don't want it. So that's like the regular standard conch salad, but most people, I always tell, they can try it's called the tropical one.
Okay.
So tropical conch salad, it has mango
Ooh.
and pineapples.
Ooh, sweet out.
Yes.
Ooh.
Now, they usually take out the spice for that one. If you're a champion like me, you can probably try it with a little bit of spice. But mostly, it's like a nice blend between salty, sweet.
Yeah.
You've also got that seafood flavor. It almost tastes like the same flavor profile as, say, like sweet and sour chicken.
Yes, yeah.
Like, you know, just like perfectly balanced. As Thanos would say, as all things should be. Now, as we are going along, we're actually passing over to my right a beautiful golf course, right?
Beautiful.
Now, this is actually where some of our native ducks like to stay. So sometimes you'd see the birds just lined off. They do have chicks and stuff are right here on these properties.
Okay.
Like they lay their eggs, make a little nests and stuff. But it's located right next to, you guys have a White House, but we actually have
The
a
Pink
Pink
House.
House. Yeah. So this is the office of the Prime Minister.
Ooh, yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. But that pink is not just because they like the color pink. We actually have a color coding system here in the Bahamas.
Okay.
So our private government buildings are a coral pinky peach. And then our public government buildings are like a yellow. And then finally you have our police stations, which will be a mint green.
Ooh.
So you always know where you're at.
No, that's it. Yeah.
So someone can't fib to you and say, actually you need to turn through the corner and go to this building. Like, it's white. What do you mean? Now, as we pass along, I do want to point you guys to some of the islands that you can see from our shore when you look to my left, alright? There's specifically 3. First one's first. Balmoral Island, straight on. Now that one is the one that's in that custody case between Bahamar and Sandals. That's
Okay.
the island.
Yeah.
Now, Bahamar, how you know that you're on the Bahamar side is when you start paying twice. But straight ahead, you'll also see another island. This is actually called Rooster Key, or Rooster Island, as some people say. Now, this is actually a famous celebrities island. Now,
I've heard about this one.
Yes. Let me see if I can hint it to you without saying it. Shrek, donkey.
Yeah. I've heard it was his.
Yeah,
Eddie Murphy.
This is Eddie Murphy's
Yes.
island.
So his house, you see that white building? It's
Yeah.
actually on the other side.
Okay.
Now, I've seen yachts come in and out of this house,
Ooh.
or this area. Now, I don't know if it was Eddie Murphy. He might be renting it while he's off, but hey. There's a little fun fact Eddie might not even know. That
Wow.
all beaches here are public. There's no such thing as a private beach. You can block off the territory in which to get to the beach. If
Okay.
I find another way around, then hey,
Free
since
for
I'm
all.
on the beach. So, I don't know, you could go swimming one day, mysteriously land on Eddie Murphy's island.
Nice.
And if he tries to kick you off, tell him give you an autograph first. A photo if he wants to make it quick.
Ooh, definitely. Yeah. Cool.
Now, as we're getting deeper and deeper closer to the downtown area, you'll see this beach here to my left. This
Yes.
is Saunders Beach, all right? Now, you will see some stone structures as we're passing along, as you can see, and you can tell, very much man-made, right?
Yep.
So these are called T-groins, and they're basically there to stop something called shore rot. So you see our beautiful white sand, how it's not actually on the beach right now?
Yes.
That's because the waves actually push the sand away. And
Okay.
especially if we have like storms, say like today's supposed to be a rainy day,
Yeah.
it'll push it even further because the waves will get even more and more active, right? So that there is actually to interrupt that process and to keep the sand on the beach.
Okay. Ooh.
Now moving on, we're coming up against what I like to call the ship graveyard. And boy, walking to Saunders Beach is so good because when sea grape season comes along, as you can see, they're all growing on these
They're all
trees.
growing, yeah,
They're
there's
ready.
quite a lot
they're
of
just,
them.
They're just green. We're just waiting on to get filled with sugar right now,
Ooh.
right? So all of this right here, you just see people randomly stopping, pulling over their cars.
Yep.
Stopping right over here and then walking across the street. Man, we'll pick sea grapes there. Look at that. Straight grapes. And there's the ship graveyard.
Oh yeah, one's
There's
on
even
the
one
side.
side on the side. Wow.
Yeah. Now, as we are getting up, we're going to be passing through the Arawaki, aka the fish fry.
Ooh.
And the fish fry is where, like, if you want some soul food, Bahamian soul food,
That's what
you
you
go
got.
to the fish fry, right? Now, it's just restaurant after restaurant after restaurant.
They do different styles of food.
Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily different styles. It's more like same dish, right? For every restaurant.
Okay.
But it's mother's cooking against mother's cooking.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh,
So
battle
it's
of
the
food.
best recipe wins type of scenario. So it's all the same authentic dish. Just it's like I'm better than everybody else. So come to
Yeah,
me.
yeah, that's
so
it,
literally
yeah.
they're in competition to be the best, most flavorful. So it's like you're never gonna go wrong.
No.
You're never gonna go wrong. But I'm
Mom's always
my
right.
personal favorite. Yeah. Especially like on the weekends, like Friday, Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Out here, crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The locals are popping pints.
That's
Everybody's gyrating in the middle of the street. Everybody's drunk off Sky Juice. I'm gonna get to Sky Juice later. Listen,
Okay.
that's a moment. Now, as we pass along, welcome here. So I'm gonna show you some of like the top spots. First of all, we got here to my left, Goldie's. See that extensive menu?
Oh.
I call that, I say you have to be here at least 3 times to really go into Goldie's without sweating, you know? Then as we go along, we're actually coming up to my personal favorite. So do you guys know Guy Fieri? Diners, Dashes, and Drives.
I don't.
Famous food reviewer. Well, he's an American food
America,
reviewer.
yeah, it's the trouble.
But, ahoy! But this here is Guy Fieri, who is usually known for going around the world, getting like the best restaurant and rating them out of 1 through 5.
Ooh.
He gave Curly's a 5-star rating. And is the only fish fry restaurant here that has that 5-star rating.
Wow.
Yeah. Then you have Old Andrus. This is like in between local and touristy. And then the fish fry here with the twin brothers, straight touristy. Don't. They're gonna overcharge you.
gosh.
Don't do it.
Oh.
And another one here. Gone Banana. This is more like family. Like
Okay.
if you bring your family, you get a nice affordable meal and you get a good much of it. But here, this green booth in front of me.
Sky Juice King.
Yes. Now Sky Juice is a Bahamian cocktail more than the Bahama Mamas actually.
Okay.
Bahama Mamas are a little bit more Floridian, right?
Right.
So the Sky Juice is coconut water,
Okay.
sweetened condensed milk,
Ooh.
and as much gin as the ancestors say. Now the reason why it's called Sky Juice, the more you drink,
The more you
start
say.
looking up to the sky.
Nice.
So usually the locals actually call it gully wash. But because it's called gully wash, it's because you guys know what a gully is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
no one would know it.
No,
But
that's
the locals, we call it gully wash because it rolls
Yes.
off the tongue, right?
yeah, that's something that's been banned in our country.
And then you have you just get those 1 gallon water jugs, fill it with gully
Fill it
wash,
with-
get
Oh.
drunk. You
Oh,
don't
yeah,
need to
oh.
remember what happens. Just know you
It's-
felt it.
Probably one of those drinks you can just drink quite easily without knowing too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we would usually do, at least my personal favorite way to like rest and relaxation. I'm blessed to live in a place that allows for island time.
Oh wow.
So like
Yeah.
find a beach. I usually go all the way out west. The further out west you go, the more calm and say like less populated the beaches are.
Okay. Yeah.
So I go out west. I get a large conch salad. I need a tower.
Yeah.
I get either a case of Kalik, which is like our beer. Most locals love it.
Okay.
And if
Quite
you
light.
want it, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good beer. And then I get some gully wash. It's either between the two.
Right.
I turn my music on, wind my windows down, and I take my raggedy feet and I put them right there on the dash. And that there, just watching the ocean do its thing. Now we've got to go in the water, smelling fresh ocean breeze. Islands.
So you can actually just drink on your beaches then, or?
Yeah, we could drink
Yeah?
in public, everything. Only
Wow.
thing, you can't be belligerent. That's the main thing. And then, straight ahead, you actually see one of our oldest lighthouses. Actually, the first lighthouse here in the Bahamas. It's coming in from like 1700s, stopped working in like 1960s.
Hmm.
So the water that used to be here, that you see right there, came all the way up to that wall over there.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
All of this was dredged and turned into the Arawaki. Now you will actually see up on that hill there's a fort.
Yes.
So that fort was supposed to look over the main ocean waters using
Wow.
the assistance of that lighthouse. And you see where the cruise ships are?
Yes.
You see those 2 hotels?
Yes.
There used to be a fort there, our first fort, Fort Nassau, which was considered an old pirate fort.
Oh.
Now, Fort Nassau was the only fort here that saw some action. And because limestone is so porous, it's very, very hard to kind of retain its structure, right? So it basically was gone. It was corroded over time, no longer there for us. So what they did, they tore it down, turned it into a hotel, and kept a well from the fort and left a plaque.
Nice.
So it's honored, but
In history,
not
it's-
forgotten.
Wow, yes.
Now, as we're going further on, we're gonna pass up to the downtown area as we get to Fort Pitt Castle. Now, you guys see when beaches have those buoys and stuff on there?
The
Please.
Yeah.
boys, yes.
Yeah, abide by them. Abide by them.
Yeah, treacherous water.
They're basically, hey, like after that point, the government's like, you made your choice.
Oh yeah, that's it, yeah. We've done our job, that's
Yeah.
it, you know.
Second most shark-infested waters in the world. Like, that's all I gotta
Ooh.
say.
Oh,
Yikes.
Like,
Yeah.
it puts fear in
I don't want to see one of them things.
no.
Yeah. When people say they go skinny dipping at night,
Oh, don't. Oh.
you're not from here. You're not from here. Skinny dipping at night, they don't even know what you are anymore. They think you're fish.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mercy, please, divers, please. Just a little bit of mercy, please.
Back in the UK, I think.
Yeah, about right.
No one wants to give away.
Ah.
God, that felt like that was going to take an eternity. I felt like I was going to turn 50. But welcome down to more of the downtown area.
Ooh.
Now, over here to my left is one of the, like, we call these, this is like the party beach. Remember how I say further out west you get like a little bit
Yeah,
more,
calmer and
yeah, so like more out northern you get more like heavy populated beaches, and this here is an activity beach. They have,
yes,
like, water
yeah.
sports. I think they also have the bike, the water bike thing.
tiki bar.
Yeah, bar, lounge,
Ooh.
all of that. There's even a hookah bar
Coconuts,
across
yeah.
the street.
Wow.
Seagulls.
It's called Junkanoo
Wow.
Beach.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Junkanoo is actually a winter's festival we have here. I'll get to that right after I show you. Straight ahead this is the well.
Okay.
See, it's cut from limestone.
Mm-hmm.
Now that well actually goes, I think, over 90 feet deep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like
Nice.
I see people sit on it all the time. I'm like, babes, you do not want to do that. Saxons, Valley Boys, roots. I'm a Saxons girl. Okay? I take that very serious. Now, anybody who says anything other than Saxons, they're wrong. But with that, they kind of like, it's kind of like both an art competition, an endurance competition, and a creativity competition.
Ooh.
So with the art, you're covered from head to toe. I mean, face paint,
Oh,
bedazzled
wow.
shoes, bedazzled gloves, everything. You're the whole point of Junkanoo to turn yourself into a moving piece of art.
Yeah.
All right. Also, welcome to downtown. But yeah, a moving piece of art. And then you have to gyrate and like dance nonstop.
Gosh.
I'm talking about from 12 when that day starts, straight until sunrise.
Oof.
It's very much a family-friendly event, so kids are there until 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, the adults are out.
Oh, well. That's party time, you know.
Like, the adults are adulting at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
But the last one, creativity. So each of these teams, because we have very different teams, it's not like one overarching theme. Everybody comes in with a different theme every year.
Okay.
So it's the themes competing against each other.
Hmm.
So one team might be like pirates, the other team might be like Vikings, the other team might be mermaids. But they have to do their theme and they have to execute it well.
Wow.
They're voted on and they're doing it for cash prizes. So
Ooh.
people, we don't mess around with it. We even have
No.
days dedicated when Junkanoo's about to come around. You have like work. The government will pay you to have time off to go into shacks for like 2 to 3 months
Oh, wow.
preparing your Junkanoo costumes.
Cool.
So it's like, as a cultural event,
It's popular and it's massive.
yes, you have to experience it at least once. Then over here, to my right, we actually have the House of Assembly, where we make our laws.
Yeah. Okay.
And our Queen Victoria. Now, if you're lucky, sometimes you actually might see the Prime Minister parked up here.
Ooh.
Mr. Brave Davis. He has a peculiarly shiny head. So we always could tell him apart. I remember one time I caught him down here, like going to the diamond store.
Oh, wow.
And I remember there were like officers stationed out there, and I was like, is Brave inside? I asked him, I was like, is Brave inside of there? And he goes, who told you that? And I said, I don't know. There's like 50 guards.
It's like, it's a bit of a giveaway.
There's 50 guards and a very shiny head. I don't know.
Oh, look at these cruise ships.
I know, right?
They're massive. Like, I've watched them grow over the years. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And
They're
we only
getting
used to
bigger
allow
and
two.
bigger, aren't they?
Yeah. We only used to have like capacity to hold 2 at a time,
Yes.
but they dredged it, and now it's like 7.
Yeah.
But like every single day, oh man, he got booked. He got.
Oh.
He got. Oh man. Well, lucky I'm in this. So we're about to come up to the fort right now, alright guys?
Lovely.
Now here at Fort Castle, you guys have an option. You can either go down the actual walkway of the stairs. It's about 100 feet deep, 50 feet wide, and it's carved straight from limestone, and it leads to the stairs, and then you can wait at the top of the stairs. I just need to park this at the top of the fort. Or you guys can stay in the car and ride up with me.
What can I do? Right up?
I don't think I'll manage to get up.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright,
We're
no
right
problem.
up.
So as we're passing along, this here, Princess Margaret Hospital, our public hospital, and this here, you see that color. That
It's
yellow
yellow,
color is
yeah.
talking about. Now as we're going along, you will see lots of more like carved out limestones. One of the main ways to tell limestone has been carved out is actually because it reveals the layers of the rock.
Okay. You can see how old it is then. Wow.
Alrighty. Oh no. I'll let you out. I'll do for you what you guys would do for me. And also, as we pass along, you'll also be seeing some like old like resident homes. Which is more of like homes that have been your grandparents' homes.
Oh gosh, wow.
So they're like either made from wood, which is like not something we do nowadays anymore,
Hmm.
or just like you could tell that they're structurally just built different. It's almost it'll feel different when you drive through these areas.
No, it's just the tight roads.
Yeah. See, like that one's made straight.
Yes, yeah.
Now for
Very
a tropical nation, that's a crazy concept.
Very traditional.
Yeah. But you know,
Easy
once
to
you
get
pay
hold
off
of.
your house, it's yours forever. No
Good.
tax, no nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. We have the stone ones every now and then. So welcome to Bennett Hill. Now Bennett Hill is actually the highest point we have on the island. So when you reach
Okay.
at the top of the fort, you guys will actually be able to see a full island-wide view.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Market.
Oh god, this is taxi hell. But there's also this little straw market. So if you guys want to get some souvenirs, this is actually cheaper than the actual legit straw market.
Straw market.
down there. Yeah.
I'm liking these bags.
Yeah, I like the turtle one. Got backpack things.
Ooh, look at those.
So I prefer that one over there though.
I just love all the colours, the vibrancies.
Yeah.
So you kind of appreciate like the speediness of things and living in a small island.
Well, it takes me half an hour just to get to work.
Yeah.
I would say yeah. For me, it is because I have to pass a lot of schools, so the schools make it difficult.
Yes.
Actually, we may be able to just go ahead and find a place to park. Actually, this one is he going? Is he going? Oh yeah, I think we'll be able to find a place to park.
That's cool.